If you are a sanguine and you find yourself being very impulsive, you have an idea and you go with it, whether it is to withhold information, whether it is to make a decision, allow yourself time to let the adrenaline shot calm down so that you can ask yourself, what are the consequences? I continue to talk about the temperament of the sanguine, the fun-loving, the popular sanguine, very talkative and life of the party. Now, I want to address the issue of impulsivity. Sanguines are very impulsive. They want to make decisions quickly. They live in the moment, don't like to sit and long and look at things in long-winded ways. They think about something and they are going to make it happen right here and now. And so in relationships, what will happen is that they will be experienced as people who make decisions without consulting. The impatience that they feel sometimes is triggered by boredom, so that now let's finish doing this thing and go to the next big thing. There is also a need for adrenaline high or dopamine or feel good. They want to trigger those things because that is what makes them alive, feel alive. The good of that is that life is never boring when you are around them, and they have a lot of people who want to be with them because of that. Now, the impulsivity can also be a negative because then they are not willing to wait. They are not willing to sit with the situation and allow time to pass and be in the same situation for a little while. Normally, our brain, when we have an exciting idea, our brain triggers high levels of adrenaline and we are ready to go. Adrenaline gives you energy to move. The sanguine may act on that initial energy without thinking about the consequence or the outcomes. And so once that idea gets into their brain, it excites them so much that they have to act on it immediately. Now, if they are married to maybe a phlegmatic, or they are married to a choleric or a melancholic, these other temperaments will want to go a little bit deeper. They will want to have structure. They will want to have understanding and clarity. And that can cause a sanguine to feel, again, impatient. Why can't we just do it right now? Because again, the excitement of the sanguine is about fun right now and what makes them feel good, what makes the relationship fun and exciting. The other thing that the sanguine will struggle with is the need to endure, to sit with pressure, to allow themselves and their system to sit there and wait for outcomes naturally. They find that they don't have the staying power, and that is why you will find that a sanguine will start so many things and none of them is being finished because they are constantly after the excitement. What we call endurance, where you have to endure a hard thing in order to get the best results, for them it doesn't come naturally. So they would have to develop what we might call mental grit, to sit with pressure and not act on it in terms of reacting or in terms of avoiding. So one of the things that the sanguine can do, if you find yourself to be an impulsive person, give yourself, the moment you have that shot of adrenaline in your brain and you want to act on it, let me give you a quick hack for that. Allow 2 to 3 minutes to pass before you actionate it. So if you're feeling like, oh, I have to have a samosa right now, and your body is craving it and you have to do it, allow yourself 2 to 3 minutes. During those 2 to 3 minutes, walk away from where you are seated, so that now you can, your eyes can see something else. You can redirect your mind, and once you redirect your mind, your adrenaline high is going to start to go down, so that now your rational mind can kick in. The other thing that you can do, if you are feeling the fear, the shame, or the need to withhold information from your partner, please sit with it and ask yourself, why am I feeling I can't tell them this? Allow yourself to tell yourself why. Let me give you an example. A few years ago, I had a couple that came to me, and they were in their courtship period, planning to get married, and they had just found out, or one of them had disclosed that that there was a child from a previous relationship. The person who was being given this information, they were very distraught because they felt like they had been taken for a ride. They started to question the integrity of their partner. So they felt like, so you withheld information from me until I have committed myself to you, and now you are telling me. And when I spoke to the individual, they told me that the reason why I didn't tell them the information is because I was afraid if they got to know about this, they would leave me. The avoidance to disclose then caused them to have a lot of pain within the relationship. And the other person was saying, it's not like I couldn't have understood, but the fact that you withheld, you didn't give me the chance to make an informed decision, is causing me now to question your intentions with me. And so sometimes the sanguines will do that. They will withhold, and I'm not saying that only sanguines do that. Even other temperaments will do that, because the need to hide information, the need to withhold information is usually triggered by fear. So if you are a sanguine and you find yourself being very impulsive, you have an idea and you go with it, whether it is to withhold information, whether it is to make a decision, allow yourself time to let the adrenaline shot calm down, so that you can ask yourself, what are the consequences? If I do X, Y, Z, what would be the outcomes? How will that affect other people in my environment? Very, very important. And that is what we normally call emotional intelligence, where you are aware of how other people are going to be impacted by the choices that you are making. So allow yourself to be open, allow yourself to be transparent, so that now you can allow the relationship itself to deal with that decision. When you choose to act out of fear, what happens is that you stop acting within the relationship, and now you are acting as an individual. And you need to really ask yourself, how is that going to empower or impact your relationship, so that the decisions that you are making are decisions that you are proud of, and you don't have to have regret, or you guys develop a lot of unresolved issues that are really rooted in clashes of your temperaments. And remember, I have said two things. Number one, a sanguine will constantly be accused of lying, and a sanguine will be constantly accused of poor boundary setting. So allow yourself to get to know yourself better. Reach out to me. My website and my other contacts are in the bio. Let me walk you through a process of getting to know yourself, but also developing relational and emotional intelligence, so that you can experience the kind of life that you desire. Until next time, continue to live by design.